Hello traders, Andy Demi here from the London Trading Institute. So welcome to another video, guys. In today's video, I want to talk a little bit more about the actual market volatility that we're seeing right now. Why it's happening, why are the markets falling, why are cryptos going down, when is the market likely to bottom out, and I'm going to try and give you an exact time, so not just the month, but roughly when I think the markets are going to bottom out in this video. And we're going to talk a little bit more about the altcoins and, have a look at what's happening there and if there's any patterns there for when it's time to reinvest in the altcoins. And, talk a little bit more about the mindset of being a crypto investor, because it really requires a certain way of being and thinking than, the normal markets that are less volatile. All right, guys, so let's get to it, guys. If you're new to our channel, please hit the subscribe button so you don't miss another video. And you can head over to the Crypto and FX Traders Club to join our community on Facebook. I'll put the link in the comments. And please do like the video if you're enjoying our content. So with that being said, guys, what's going on right now? I mean, what's going on right now in the world is we have a lot of uncertainty. There's a lot going on. We've got super high inflation. We've got impending wars, between Russia and the Ukraine, which is going to have a global impact, of course. We have, Biden's about to, put an order, an executive order, to regulate cryptos. And again, that whether that's a good thing or a bad thing is down to opinion, but what it creates is uncertainty. And when there's a lot of uncertainty, people tend to move money away from risky assets. And that's what you're seeing right now in cryptos. And fundamentally, that's why at the moment we're seeing a dip in the cryptos in general. And of course, Bitcoin and Ethereum, being the biggest ones. So, it's pretty normal, guys. It's pretty normal that you're going to get to see this like in the markets. And so, what you need to be doing right now is just preparing. Don't be fearful. The market's fearful at the moment. I showed you the fear and greed index yesterday. I haven't got it up right now, but I can certainly actually find it. Fear and greed index, and I'll bring it up. Let's have a look to see what it is today. I'll bring it in here. So, wow, it's even worse now. So look at the extreme fears. It was 25 when I looked at it yesterday. Now, the lower the number, the more fear there is in the market. And normally, eventually with this extreme fear is when you see like a reversal in the market. Now, specifically, when do I think the market is going to reverse? Well, in my opinion, I like to study, what we've done in the past. And I've been talking about March being a very important time. And I still really believe that. I am looking, we've got the Fed, I believe it's on the 16th of March where, the potential rate hikes are coming in, and we'll see how much, that's going to move the markets. And I think after the 16th of March, I think we're going to start to see a reversal. Now, where is Bitcoin going to be at that point? Where are the cryptos going to be at that point? Well, I've definitely got some theories, and I've definitely got some ideas as to where I would like to be buying Bitcoin, and therefore all of the other altcoins as well. So let's talk about March. Now, I want to show you a couple of things here. If you have a look, what I've basically put here is 3 vertical lines. And basically, this is, but look, if you have a look here, this was March 2019. What I want to point out here is we had a market basically that was going down, okay? And then on March 2019, that trend changed, and then we started to go up, okay? Now, of course, it wasn't a huge move, but, as a percentage, it probably was significant enough. We ended up going up. Well, I don't know if that's accurate, but it's saying 722%. Yeah, maybe it was actually, because it was a low price back then. Yeah, so actually, wow, huge move. So about 758% from March. And then if you kind of have a look, we ended up kind of pulling back. And then again, March ended up being a reversal point. So just around the sort of middle of March, we start to see this happen. This is where we had that sort of big, cycle bull run. And we've kind of come back. Since then, we've just kind of consolidated. And I'm kind of looking at this, guys, and I'm thinking, maybe for a lot of people, you could kind of look at this and think, is this a flag? Like you've got this kind of move there, and then this flag like that, and maybe, just maybe, this market is looking to go and test these lows down here, like kind of like the bottom of this flag. And then eventually, maybe even just take out some lows, take out that kind of 30K. And then I think we're going to kind of run up higher. And I think, we're about a month away from that happening. And what I like about that prediction is that if this kind of does continue to come down, it's probably going to, this is a weekly bar. It's probably going to take 4 weekly bars potentially to get us in this kind of zone here. So I quite like the timing of it all as well, because it's going to bring you into a support zone. So for me, where I want to become an aggressive buyer is going to be, if we can kind of go to the bottom of this flag, okay, if we're going to call it that, and we are kind of around the middle of March onwards, that's when I'm going to be really interested in buying cryptos and buying Bitcoin and holding for the long term. Okay, so that's the plan. Now, if you kind of look at the altcoin, so if you go to the total 3 index, which is basically all cryptos by market cap aside from Ethereum and Bitcoin, what's quite interesting is that for these, like this kind of followed a similar path in March 2019, not as much as Bitcoin, I've got to say. And then here again, this was kind of going sideways, and then again we did start to go up. And then look, if you look at March 2021, we didn't reverse immediately. The market went a bit higher. So this isn't exactly working the same for altcoins right now. Now, you can kind of take this theory for specific altcoins. For example, you can go look at Cardano, you can go look at Ripple. We can certainly do that as well. So let me just let's have a look at something here. We actually got the market cap there as well of XRP, which is quite interesting. I've not looked at that before, but I want to just stick with the actual crypto. And again, if you this is wow, that was a good short. That was a short a little while ago. I haven't looked at the XRP chart for a little while, but again, this is so if you go again and have a look, you can kind of just literally go in and plug in this horizontal line for each crypto that you're interested in, and just see, is this also following the same kind of path? Now, I'm not going to break down Ripple right now, but I'm just telling you like that. That's something you can definitely do. Okay, but I'll do another video on Ripple specifically. So for me right now, it's very interesting, especially with Bitcoin. I think we are getting ready for the next month. I think there's going to be more volatility, which probably means more downside. Even if we do have a push up, I spoke about the short-term long trade. We got a nice bounce yesterday. We could still bounce a little bit higher now on Bitcoin. It's we're going to have a look at the current price. Let's bring it up on a smaller time frame. This is the hourly chart. So, it is waving down. We'll have a little look and see if there's any kind of divergence. But the reality is that no, doesn't seem to be any divergence on these lows. There seems to be a little bit of divergence across the bigger picture there. Slight divergence there from that low. So it could certainly, have a little pop. You can see we're just kind of channeling right now. And, you can kind of see roughly Let's make that better channel. I think that's a nice channel line, and we can see if we can use that as well. So I think that looks like what's happening right now. I wonder if this connects back here as well. Yeah, almost support over there. But you can see there, that looks like, the market is making these lower lows, lower highs. No divergence from these lows here. So, if it continues, then we continue to go lower. Otherwise, we might just have a little pop, go back, possibly go back, and take out these highs and maybe find some, again, there's so many different resistance points up above that we could find blocks for. There's the outer one out here as well, which I think is probably a little bit too far. But there's going to be lots and lots of levels. So you've got a level around here as well. That looks like a decent area. And then this level up here as well for the market to go and test. So possibly, if we do break through this channel, we could see a push up here. And I'm going to be interested in the short. I've got to be honest, up at these levels. Again, looking to take it down to the next swing towards that kind of 30K-ish zone. And I think over the next few weeks, we've got a good opportunity to make money on the downside before, really closing out those shorts and then going for the, for the long-term move, which is what we're all waiting for. So, look, if we can buy Bitcoin for 30K, and, I believe we're going to break the 100K mark this year. You've got at least a 3x there. So, and, if you can use some skills in kind of margin and borrowing, you could potentially make, 4-5x doing that. So lots and lots of opportunities. You've just got to be prepared. But remember, guys, as I said, there is a lot of fear in the market. We've got this kind of 20 fear index right now. So I think that kind of market popping does make a lot of sense. In my opinion, it can certainly do that, but I think it's going to be short term. Don't get kind of carried away just yet. If it does rally, let's just keep looking every day and, reassessing essentially. But I think right now, short term, possibly pop higher. But I do think, especially with everything going on in the world, we're probably, unfortunately, guys, going to go a little bit lower, a little bit more pain, but I think the pain is going to end soon. So I want you to be ready. Okay, I want you to be ready for the opportunities that are going to be there. But that's it, guys. So if you enjoyed that video, guys, hit the like button, subscribe to our channel. Thank you for all of your support, your comments. Really appreciate it. And I will catch you again with another video soon, guys. Take care. Have a good one. Take care. Bye. Bye-bye for now.